Good afternoon. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hello. Surprise. Hi. How are you? My name is John Willett, and I used to do a podcast called Potholes and Cadillac Dreams, and then I decided, why don't I keep doing the podcast called Potholes and Cadillac Dreams? So, GMAE, everybody. My name is John Willett. Welcome to episode number 22 of Potholes and Cadillac Dreams. We have decided, we did this just a few minutes ago, by the way, we decided that we were going to end season 1 with this podcast, and we're going to start season 2 in 2024. So, you're going to see, if you're on the YouTube, that it will say this is season 1, but it will say season 2 when we start going in 2024, and it'll be season 1 up until that moment. So, there you go. That was, by the way, my cat, John Wayne, that you just heard. If you're on the Buzzsprout, that was that little noise you heard. I don't believe in doing any editing of things like that because, as you can well tell from looking behind me, there we go, got my thumbs in the right location. I'm in my house, and I broadcast from my house, and I broadcast from my den. And in my den, my cats seem to congregate. So while they don't seem to congregate, I also have the litter boxes here. So there's a reason for them congregating. But I don't believe in doing any editing. I believe in talking to you guys and just, whatever happens, happens. And if there's a challenge, there's a challenge. Very rarely do I like to use my edit button. And I'm not going to do it this time because that's kind of John's way of saying hi to y'all. So John Wayne is a short-haired black cat. Big guy. And he's the biggest one of our 4. And he's very cool. He's a very cool cat. I have 4 very cool cats, by the way. Oh, by the way, this is a new cap. This is a Christmas cap given to me by my beloved bride. As you can see, if you can see, it's, you know what? I can't even see. There we go. It says Richmond. The Richmond right there refers to the mythical team that Ted Lasso coached. The soccer team that Ted Lasso coached in England. And it says Ted Lasso on the back. You just don't have to believe me because it looks really good. It looks nice. Yeah, I like that. For those of you in Buzzsprout world, I just played with my cap. So, it wasn't anything really major. If anything happens major league, I promise you, I'll let you know. But for this last episode of 2023, there won't be anything major. Other than a couple of pronouncements and a couple of things I want to chat with you guys about. And I might not get to 30 minutes, but we'll see. Anyway, you heard the Potholers right before I came on. And they are back from their world tour, which was very, it was okay. I mean, their bus got a flat in a couple of countries and the engine blew up, and it wasn't. Yeah, there are only so many Holiday Inns that you can play. I mean, really, and I think they played them all, and they provide the music for the beginning of this momentous episode, the momentum episode, ladies and gentlemen. So that was the Potholers, and yes, they do accept donations as well. Anyway, speaking of donations, boys and girls, moms and dads, I know that most of you watching me or listening to me right now would probably be considered friends of mine. You have known me for a while. You have discovered this podcast. You have gone, oh, John Willett can talk into a microphone and stare at a little blue light. It's a blue light today. I thought it was red. It's blue light. He can do that and sound semi-coherent. Isn't that amazing? Well, for those of you who have been kind enough to say nice words to me about the podcast, and that was my computer making noise. Nobody wants me to have a perfect episode today. So nobody does. My computer doesn't. Nobody does. So I'm going to hit a button. Weather updates and so much more. You can have weather updates and so much more on Windows. Did you know that? I'll bet you did. Because you are smart. That's why you're friends of mine. As I was saying, most of you are friends of mine. And you were very kind and said nice things about me and expressed sorrow and regret that I was not going to be doing this anymore. And I had sorrow and regret that I was not going to be doing this anymore. I had thought, and I still do think, that I'm going to read my book at some point, and that's going to be my second program in the Buzzsprout. It'll be strictly Buzzsprout. We want to get that started as soon as possible. I'm guessing now the new year, but the book has to do with mass shootings in the United States, and unfortunately, they keep happening. So my book never gets old. My book was based on events in 2018, but it dealt with other mass shootings earlier than that. But that's where the book kind of runs. So I hope to get that started next year. It's weird to say next year. Along with season 2 of Potholes and Cadillac Dreams, where we will actually discuss potholes and we'll actually discuss Cadillac Dreams, and we won't just fither and farther about and let my cat John Wayne chat with you for a brief moment and let my computer make noises and all that stuff. We'll actually, have a professional podcast. And that was me choking, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case you're wondering what that was me choking. This is just, oh my word, I want to start over, but you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to start over because this is me. This is me after being away for a long time, making all kinds of mistakes, and you guys are going to forgive me. And that's going to be really cool. So, back to my original thought, which was that most of you are friends of mine. For those of you that are not friends or do not know me personally, thank you very, very much for watching on YouTube or getting onto Buzzsprout and listening. I very, very much appreciate it. But for those of you who are friends of mine, I came to the realization a couple of days ago, and it was a question. I think we had my wife's really good friend Lori from Atlanta in for Christmas. And at some point during the time she was here, she asked me what I wanted to do with my life. And I didn't even hesitate. I didn't think about it. I said, I'd like to speak for a living. I'd like to do what I'm doing right this very second, and I'd like to do it for a living. I would like to have a video cast. I would like to have a podcast. I would like to talk about all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. I'd like to have some fun. I'd like to get guests on here where we can chat and ask questions that most people wouldn't ask, but I would because I'm genuinely curious. Kind of, he pops in my head right now as I'm talking to you, but Larry King never read, if he had an author on talking about a book, he would never read the book. If he had an actor on or actress on wanting to talk about a movie or a television show or whatever, or a play, he would never look at the TV show, look at the movie, do the play, no synopsis, no nothing, because he genuinely wanted to find out from them more about the film, the play, the book, whatever. Almost like a blank slate. Like, okay, tell me what the book's about. Tell me about the series. What's it all about? Who's in it? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was very, very natural and very relaxed. And I noticed that when he did that, his guests would become very, very relaxed because, in fact, it wasn't any sort of, gotcha type of situation. It was Larry King genuinely being interested about what they were there for. So that's kind of what I would like to do. But I'd like to do this. And I want to do this for a living. Now, here's where you guys come in. I can't do this for a living unless I have a whole bunch of people that are watching this and watching me and paying for subscriptions, which you guys never will, by the way. Paying for subscriptions or paying for special events or paying for T-shirts and cups and all the stuff, because you guys know I've been in retail for years and years and years, and you also know I had the Man Store, and we did our own T-shirts and we did our own caps and we did our own all kinds of stuff. That's not hard to do, just to let you know. So, I mean, we certainly could do Potholes and Cadillac Dreams, T-shirts, caps, whatever, GMAA, coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff. But I need more people. I need more people to start watching. I need more people to start listening. And that's where you all come in. I want to suggest, if you would, and I'm not saying this particular episode, but if you go on YouTube or you go into Buzzsprout, buzzsprout.com, BUZZSPROUT, that's kind of the platform, the major platform that I'm on, and then they get me out to all the various other ones like Apple and Google and such. I don't think I've ever read that anywhere in a book or a newspaper, and such. Don't even know what the hell that means. So they will, buzzsprout.com is where you go. They have a list of all my episodes, as does YouTube. YouTube actually has a lovely picture of me in a cap and kind of gives a synopsis of what I did that particular episode. If you would, and I know this is asking a lot, but I'm asking you all to kind of help me get some more listeners and get some more viewers. If I can get some listeners, some viewers, I can entertain them enough where they're going to tell their friends, and as they say, and so on and so on and so on. It's almost like an Amway thing that I'm doing here, but it's not, because it's not. It's not an Amway thing. It's not a multiple level marketing thing. It's just you guys helping me out. You all have a favorite episode, I'm sure. I've talked about all kinds of different stuff, both on YouTube. Oh, the same thing, same exact thing on YouTube and on Buzzsprout. I'm sure you have your favorite episode. If you have one, be so kind as to share it with maybe some friends of yours, or on your Facebook page, or on your Instagram page, or through, I guess they're calling it X now, which is just stupid beyond measure, but X, Twitter. Anything you want to share it on, I would be really appreciative if you would share your favorite episode and say, hey, listen, this guy is on, whatever platform you get off Buzzsprout, or whatever you do to get this off YouTube. By all means, just send them my way, and I will do the rest. I will be as entertaining as all hell, and I will have people go, oh, he's not bad. Son of a gun. He doesn't look down at his notes or anything. Well, today I don't have any notes. So this is, free-forming, freestyling today. Like NCL, I'm freestyling today. Just freestyle cruising at 30,000 feet. So if you guys would do that, if you could find your favorite episode and put it on your page and then just tell people. I would really, really appreciate it. I know I'm going to have to do some advertising, which I will do. I'm going to advertise on Facebook, obviously. I'm going to advertise, hopefully, on Instagram. Hopefully, I'm not convinced I should do anything on X, but I've been doing stuff on X, and I don't really think it's done anything, but that's neither here nor there. If you all have another platform, I think I'm on all the platforms for Buzzsprout that I can get on in terms of my podcast. But for a video cast, if you all can think of any other platform that I can get on besides YouTube that would give me this type of time frame, about 30, 35 minutes, that would be great. Please just, if you want to write into, some of you have written into YouTube, some of you have written into Buzzsprout, either or is fine with me. Just let me know, because as you can still see, I'm old. I'm old as dirt, and I need all the help I can get, which is why I'm asking you guys to put your favorite episode on a page, or send it to some of your friends and say, hey, listen, I know this guy. He's really kind of good. You ought to listen to him, and please check him out. That's all I'm asking. And if it doesn't fly, it doesn't fly, but I am not giving up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do this for a living because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be a manager anymore. I do not want to do that. It is not nearly as much fun as doing this. This is lots of fun. That is no fun. Now, let me step back a second. The people that I work with at Pop Shelf are terrific. They are wonderful ladies. I adore them. They work hard. They do a great job. I appreciate all that they do to make the store better than I think any other store of its kind in the area. But I don't want to do it anymore. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of physical effort. I'm 68. I turned 68 on December 18th. Yes, happy birthday to me. Oh, no presents, unless they're really expensive. Yeah, so expensive presents, send them my way. That's fine. I like expensive presents. But I'm getting tired, and I don't need the stress anymore, and I don't need the aggravation. And I'd rather talk to 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 people like this and have fun and get cool feedback from people and get all kinds of neat topics and do all kinds of full crazy stuff like, do live broadcasting. I would love to do a live broadcast. I just think doing a live broadcast in front of a bunch of you would be just the coolest thing in God's green earth. But I'd love, for that to happen, I need people. I need lots of people. And I can tell you right now, today is the 29th of December, 2023. I promise you, I absolutely promise you. Promise, there we go. The hands up, either that one or that one. That's the left hand, right hand, I'm not sure. I think left hand on the Bible, right hand up. Is that the way it goes? I think so. For those of you at Buzzsprout, yes, I just did kind of a left hand on the Bible, right hand up thing. I promise you that I am not going to stop this. I'm going to give it one solid year. Starting January 1st, 2024, that's going to be season 2. And we're going to just keep going, and we're going to try to get as many people as we possibly can. And, oh, by the way, there's this young lady in the UK who's actually related to me, who actually is a fan of this show. And I am fully expecting her to tell her mother and tell her aunt and tell her father and the what would that be? Uncle-in-law, something like that, and friends and everybody. Yes, I want to be a presence in the UK because that would be cooler. Because I've never been to the UK. I have never been into Europe. I have been to the Bahamas. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Canada. And there you go. And there's your list for me. 68 years old, and I've never been to Europe, never been to South America. So I would love to go to the UK. I would love to go to the UK and play like a 500-seat club, just do a live broadcast, UK, and everybody cheering and raising all kinds of hell. And I think that would be just the coolest thing in the world, but I can't do that unless I have people. So, Gracie, talking to you, Gracie. Okay, got me? Looking at me? Okay. So, help from you all. That's what I'm asking for. And because I'm asking for you, for that from you, I will give you my solemn promise that when and if we start going in the direction of any sort of paid broadcasting or paid events, or if we have any swag that we start putting up for sale, y'all gonna get it for free. There you go. You got it on. If you're listening on Buzzsprout, you got it on tape. If you're watching YouTube, you got it there. You're getting it for free. I know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. There's a t-shirt. You know who you are. We would hope so. Sometimes I don't know who I am, but, we're getting there. We're getting there. So there'll be free stuff for you. That's all I can say. If we can get to the next level together, I will make it worth your while. That I promise you. So I wanted to cover that. See, I don't have any notes. I really don't have any notes. I just wanted to get on the air and do another one of these and let some of you know that, yes, we're coming back. We're coming back stronger than ever. I also wanted to let you know that I wanted to do this for a living. I want to do this for the rest of my life. Whatever my life entails at age 68. Let me adjust my chair. Whatever my life entails to the end of it, I would like to be doing this. Because this is, honestly, this is easy for me. I could talk to you guys. What am I at? I'm at 20 minutes. This has been a bunch of crap. I mean, other than me begging you guys to help me. You know, just me telling you that I was stupid and I should never have left, and now I'm back, and now we got to start from square one, and blah, 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 blah. But I've gone 21 minutes right now, and haven't broken a sweat, kids. I mean, I'm still fresh and ready. Matter of fact, I'm still in my work clothes. You can't tell, but I'm all in black. You have to wear completely black when you work at the Pop Shelf, which is terrible. I mean, it just is. Because wearing black all the time, I don't know what purpose it achieves. I really don't. Other than you're trying to get some sort of professional look, or you're trying to get a look for the store that's uniform all across America, but black. I mean, come on. They give us a purple apron, so the purple apron offsets the black. So maybe that's it, but I think it sucks. I don't like wearing black all the time. Even though I do have my new Ted Lasso black cap, which I wish you Buzzsprouters could actually see, because it is quite handsome and looks quite good on me. Oh, here's something we can talk about, because I just looked down at my goatee, and I'm really thinking that on January 1st that I cut my goatee off. So take a good look. Some of you have seen me or have known me without it. So you know that I look much younger without the white and gray. If you Buzzsprouters have never seen me, just hop onto YouTube and take a look. I have a goatee, and it's basically all silver right now. And I'm really thinking about going for a different look. Going with that, seeing when I look down at it, you can actually see me looking down. All you YouTubers are going, I wish you would stop that and just look at me. Look at me! Look at me! Who did that? Look at me! Look at me! I can't remember. I think it was a movie or TV show that I saw that. It was pretty funny at the time. Not really now, because it made no sense. But, we reach. We reach for the stars. Reach for that laugh that may not ever come to pass, but we keep reaching and punching. Yeah, so I'm looking at maybe January 1st. Goatee goes. What do y'all think? Honestly, I'm really interested in your opinion. And I know some of you actually live near me in the latitude Margaritaville. And I would be more than happy to hear your response to that question today or tomorrow. I think I'm running into most of you either at one event or another. But I'm really thinking of cutting it off and just going without the goatee for a while and see what happens. So anyway, there's something you can chat about amongst yourselves. Where are we? 24 minutes. 24 minutes, 14 of which were me begging you. Just pleading on my hands and knees, begging you to tell folks about this, whatever this is. And I really haven't really mentioned any potholes other than the fact that, I'm not really fond of being a manager anymore. And my Cadillac Dream is actually doing this for a living. So I guess we have done a pothole in the Cadillac Dream, haven't we? We've actually done a pothole, which is the Pop Shelf job, and the Cadillac Dream, which would be the Potholes in Cadillac Dream job. Pretty cool. See? I have covered stuff today. I'm so proud of myself. I was hoping that I was actually going to cover enough business that I was going to be able to put it on the LinkedIn, but there's too much umming and ahhing and John Wayning and computers blinging around and all that stuff. Although it's been very quiet. Have you noticed? The cats have been like, oh, I think Dad's broadcasting. We got to get out of here. Which is nice. Which is good. Now, at minute 25, do I do it Demi Bennett, and Christy Martin? I guess I just did. I would love to have them come on. Demi Bennett, by the way, is bigger than Santa Claus and Christmas. Just thought I'd let you all know. In case you know who that is. I mean, holy cow. They are pushing her like nobody's business. And if I don't get people, here's the deal. If I don't get people on this show that someone like Demi Bennett or someone like Christy Martin, who I actually chatted with a couple months ago. It wasn't even a month ago. Because my wife and I went to the Caribe Royale Resort in Orlando for my birthday. And there was a fight going on there. As a matter of fact, it was, was it Jake? He's the guy whose brother is also, his brother is in the World Wrestling Entertainment. He's a wrestler, and Jake is a boxer, and I can't remember their last names. Anyway, he was having a fight there. And I know that Christy Martin always gets invited to fights at the Caribe Royale because she knows the promoter there. So I thought, well, I'll reach out and say hi to her. And if she's here, I'd, say whatever and see if I could get her on the show. But she was not there. She was actually in Louisiana with some of her fighters. She's got an event coming up in February, by the way, in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I think it's called Mayhem 8. It's Christy Martin Productions. If you are a boxing fan, or if you know a lot about Christy Martin, I would suggest you go to Christy Martin Promotions. I said Productions. I think it's Promotions. Christy Martin Promotions, and check it out. Because she runs a very good show. Her shows are always really, really good. So that would be something to do. So anyway, Demi Bennett, Christy Martin. Okay, that's been done. Finally, I will be trying to do these once a week. Actually, I'm going to try to do them more than once a week because I really enjoy doing them. And I'm going to try to treat them not as something I have to do, but something I want to do, because I really do. I enjoy doing this so much more than anything I do. It's been a while since I played golf, so it's tough for me to compare this to playing golf because I always loved playing golf. But of the things that I do right now, including reading and doing other things, this is like way up there. Because I get to do this. I get to spend time talking to you guys. And I really, really enjoy it. I really do. It's kind of amazing to think about because I was so stressed out at work. It was affecting this. That's what was happening. I mean, I really couldn't say I'm so stressed out at work that I really can't do Potholes and Cadillac Dreams anymore. But that's where I was. And that's wrong. In any business, no matter what you do for a living, a lot of you are retired, which is good. But for those of you who do something for a living, if you ever get to the point where you're like, you know what, everything is getting affected by the stress and pressure I feel in my job, look for something else. Look for something else. I mean, I'm trying. If I'm doing it, I'm coming right out of here and out of the gate, and here we go, right out in the bright light of the noonday sun, and saying, boy, I don't want to do my job anymore, and boy, would I love to do this for a living. It's pretty good. So anyway, thank you very, very much for picking up this. Thank you very, very much for what you're going to do in terms of hoping that you send out your favorite episodes to folks, or put it on your screens, or put it on your pages, or whatever. Thank you in advance for that. I very, very, very much appreciate it, because without you, I'm not going to get to where I need to go. I need you guys to help me very, very much, and I would be so appreciative. You have no clue. My name is John Willett. You have just watched the last episode of Season 1 of Potholes and Cadillac Dreams. I very, very much look forward to seeing you all in 2024. And hopefully you will be accompanied by lots and lots and lots of people. Take care. Happy New Year. I'll see you in 2024.